a place of science and mythology.
Oh, well, this is exciting. Earlier today, we're being told tourists and National Trust rangers saw the legendary fin disappear into a magical doorway within the rock face here at the Giant's Causeway.
A drone drifts above the jagged coast of Northern Ireland, its lens scanning the Giant's Causeway, a geological marvel shaped like nature's honeycomb. Tourists mill about, snapping photos of the strange hexagonal basalt columns. Waves slam the rocks below. Everything feels normal, until it doesn't. Without warning, one of the massive basalt slabs shifts. Not crumbles, not erodes, moves deliberately. It slides outward, slow and mechanical. A narrow void yawns open behind it, black and endless. 11 seconds later, the stone seals shut, as if nothing happened. The drone records it all. Tourists nearby feel the tremor ripple through the ground, but have no idea what they've just witnessed. Investigators pore over the drone footage. What they uncover in that darkness, what stood motionless inside that chamber, will haunt them for the rest of their careers. But this isn't just about a single door in Ireland. It's about what lies beneath us, everywhere. From the foggy hills of Scotland to the ancient cliffs of Turkey. From America's deepest caves to Malaysia's underwater ruins. The earth hides things. Chambers sealed for millennia. Doors that open and close without warning. Statues that seem too human to be stone. And now, something stirring. Secrets long buried are starting to breathe again. The door that breathes. For centuries, the Giant's Causeway has attracted visitors with its surreal geometry. Irish legends claim it was built by the giant Finn McCool. Scientists credit volcanic activity from 60 million years ago. Neither story could explain what happened that afternoon. A tourist launched a drone to get a better shot of the columns. As it hovered near one of the tallest, something impossible occurred. A single slab didn't fall, chip, or crack. It slid forward, smooth and steady, as if controlled from within. Behind it, darkness, a space not carved by erosion or human hands. Witnesses on the ground confirmed it. They saw the rock move, and just as quickly, the stone sealed shut again. When investigators slowed the footage frame by frame, the column showed no hinge, no crack, no structural change. The rock appeared whole, unbroken, the entrance gone. That's when researchers brought in sonar. What the scan revealed silenced the room. Inside the hidden cavity stood several upright forms, human-like, but taller than any population known to history. They were evenly spaced, motionless. Their silhouettes suggested deliberate placement. A geologist noted that basalt doesn't form cleanly around vertical objects, unless those objects were already standing before the lava cooled. More disturbing, the chamber showed signs of rapid cooling, like a violent volcanic event trapped the figures mid-movement. If they were alive, they died sealed in molten rock. But that should have been the end of the mystery. It wasn't. Sensors placed nearby picked up rhythmic tremors behind the basalt wall, soft, repeating. Some claimed it was just thermal pressure. Others weren't so sure. The movement was too steady, too intentional. Officials dismissed the findings. They refused to release sonar data, called the moving slab an optical illusion, and quietly restricted public access to the exact area. But that door still moves, and whatever stands behind it hasn't moved for thousands of years. Or maybe it just hasn't moved yet. The pyramid no one was meant to find. Pyramids are expected in Egypt, in Mexico, not in the forests of Scotland. Yet deep inside the Balmoral estate, one rises, hidden, unmarked, and unsettling. A granite pyramid, 41 feet tall, sits atop a forested hill with no road leading to it. Reaching it requires trekking over rough, root-choked ground. And when you do, something feels wrong. It was commissioned in 1861 by Queen Victoria after the death of her beloved husband, Prince Albert. Her grief swallowed her. She dressed in black for the rest of her life, froze his belongings in time, and demanded the palace exist in mourning with her. The pyramid was her shrine, but it may have served another purpose. Surrounding the pyramid are 10 stone cairns, markers used since ancient times to signify sacred land or burial. But old survey maps suggest something eerie. The cairns form a pattern, one that aligns with solar movements, solstices, and equinoxes. This is not typical Victorian memorial design. It echoes prehistoric ritual sites. Visitors report strange experiences. The air turns cold, regardless of season. Compasses malfunction, spinning wildly. Magnetic anomalies? Possibly. But no official geological explanation has been offered. And the pyramid itself, exposed to highland rain and snow for over 150 years, remains pristine. Granite weathers, this stone doesn't. Some experts believe advanced preservation techniques were used. But how and why? There's no evidence Victorian builders had access to such methods. It's as if the stone doesn't want to decay. Locals claim they feel watched when standing near it, not by people, by the pyramid itself. A silent witness buried in grief and secrecy. Victoria took her obsession, and whatever truth the structure holds, with her to the grave. But the pyramid still stands, unweathered, undisturbed, waiting. The tombs that sealed themselves. Carved high into the cliffs of Myra in Turkey, hundreds of ancient tombs peer down like hollow-eyed sentinels. At first glance, they resemble homes, rows of windows, pillars, balconies. But these were never meant for the living. The Lycians built entire necropolises into the stone more than 2 millennia ago, believing the soul needed a proper dwelling after death. Inside the most infamous tomb, the Lion Tomb, stand 11 life-size statues, arranged in a circle, their carved eyes fixed on a central sarcophagus. Some say they represent the family of the deceased, guardians watching over their loved one. Others whisper darker theories, that these statues are modeled after real people, attendants sacrificed to accompany the tomb's owner into the afterlife. But stranger signs emerge deeper in the cliffs. Archaeologists found tombs whose entrances appear to have been resealed from the inside. No known culture intentionally entombed itself, especially with no way to exit. Chisel marks on the stone suggest frantic effort, not to keep intruders out, but to keep something in. Then there are the burn marks, scorching along the interiors of sealed tombs. Fire needs air. These chambers were airtight, and still something burned. Char patterns remain, untouched for centuries. Adding to the mystery, radiation levels inside several tombs were higher than expected. Not dangerously so, but enough to raise eyebrows. No local geology accounts for it. And just beneath this sprawling necropolis sits the Church of St. Nicholas. Worshippers gathered for centuries beneath a city of the dead, never knowing what was sealed above. What happened inside those tombs was never meant to be found, but stone remembers. And in Myra, it remembers something it was told to forget. Where the earth swallows the living. Beneath Kentucky lies the longest cave system in the world, Mammoth Cave. Over 360 miles of underground passages twist and stretch through darkness. Many tunnels remain unexplored, blocked by collapsing rock, shrinking airways, or toxic gas pockets. Those who stray too deep often vanish. For thousands of years, people used this cave not just as shelter, but as a tomb. The cave's dry climate preserved bodies in near-perfect condition. Some are thousands of years old, their skin and clothes still intact. But one discovery chilled even the most seasoned archaeologists. A mummy crushed beneath a 2-ton boulder. The person had been kneeling, hands forward, as if reaching or praying when the rock came down. Was it an accident, a ritual, or punishment? No one can say. The chamber where the body was found led nowhere, only solid rock beyond. Whatever they were trying to reach didn't want to be found. Other mummies were even stranger, bodies arranged peacefully, hands folded, faces calm, no struggle, as though they had walked into the cave knowing they would never leave, voluntarily, to die. Native American oral traditions speak of dark spirits that dwell beneath the earth. Warnings passed down for generations say some chambers were never meant to be entered, that the dead inside still walk. Modern explorers report hearing whispers in the tunnels, always alone, always in the dark, and always without a source. Mammoth Cave doesn't just hold the dead, it welcomes them. And for some, it never lets go. What the stone remembers. Across continents, beneath oceans and forests, inside cliffs and caves, the earth holds memories too old for language. We pave over it, build on top of it, never realizing what sleeps just beneath our feet. But sometimes, stone remembers, it remembers the things we buried, the rituals we forgot, the chambers we were warned never to open. A drone catches a breath of movement in Ireland. A pyramid hides in Scottish woods, untouched by time. Tombs in Turkey seal themselves as if trying to contain something. And in Kentucky's blackest depths, the dead kneel beneath fallen stone. We think of history as linear, recorded, measured. But what if the most important parts were never written down? What if they were carved into rock, buried in silence, and left waiting for us to stumble upon them? Doors open, whispers return, shadows shift. And in those moments, the ancient earth reminds us we are not the first. We are not alone. And some things were never meant to be found.